A lot of you have been asking me to draw a shoe, and my response is always the same to that is, what kind of shoe? Different types of footwear are so different from one another. Is it a hiking boot or a little kitten heel, right? Is it a basketball shoe or is it a really sleek running silhouette? That outer shape, the silhouette, the proportion of the shoe are so critical to defining the type of shoe you're doing and if the sketch will be a success. But to make it easy on ourselves, let's do a simple, casual, kind of athletic shoe. So the first thing I do is I set up a ground plane and I set up what's called the toe spring. That's that arc that goes from the tip of the toe about to the mid of the foot. I start building up what's called the tooling, or all the molded parts of the shoe. Once I have the tooling, I'll actually build the upper on top of it. So I'm getting that silhouette in there and I'm building up the overall shape of the shoe. And then I'll start to break in some panels of like, okay, let's do this kind of mesh toe area. And then a lot of you know I'm into this kind of 50-50 block right now down the center, and I'll pop some laces on there as well. Then I'm going to come in with a 30% gray and start to do some overall shading before the line work's completely done. Notice how I'm shading the entire shoe, right? Like I'm starting with that facet on the underside, shading the heel. Let's say the whole back of the shoe is a slightly darker gray, so I'm going to fill that in. I'm going to come back in with some 60% gray here now, pop that back out, so really hitting that facet. Coming back with a 30%, shading the toe of the shoe, giving kind of some shape as it wraps around the elastin of the tooling, and just really quickly define the overall shape. Next thing I'm going to do is start with my color pop. So I'm actually just using a highlighter here and doing the lining, that little heel detail I did, and the laces. Now that I've got the marker roughed in, I'm coming back in with a pen and tightening down the line work even more, right? So I feel like I know what the design is. I feel like I could be a little bit more confident and bolder in my lines. Start to pop in some details like some stitched down iroh here, and really work in some of these small details that pop it out. Coming in with my white opaque pen and a white pencil to give a little bit more shade, round out the form a little more, carry that highlight through the toe. And let's give a simulation of material here. So let's say that rear of that heel is actually a synthetic suede. Couple of details in the midfoot, and now I think I need to come in with the Sharpie and just really pound in the line weight. So I hit the ground plane, pop that toe spring, and then work my way around the overall silhouette of the shoe once more. Just bringing that Sharpie into the sketch a little bit so it doesn't feel alien on the outside. Pop a couple more little bits of light gray showing that closed seam there, and there you guys go. Pretty tight little side view shoe sketch that you could show to other people and get some feedback on. Give it a shot. Keep sketching, everybody.